Hey, y'all. Welcome back to the channel, y'all. It's Sunday. It's a beautiful day. It's about 58 degrees Fahrenheit here in Pillion, South Carolina. I just want to welcome y'all back to the channel, and let's get right into it, and let's see what the worm wizards are into today. Nice cool temperatures. And they are active. They're mobbing those avocados. Looks like they ate most of the chicken feed that I put in here yesterday. Over 90%. There's only two little pockets left right there. And over there. Looks like. Little activity on the inside of the lid. I did not add any extra moisture or water to the bins yesterday. Just recycled the leachate pins back over into the top. It is a nice day today, y'all. It feels so good, nice and cool out here in the shed. Looks like the red wigglers are enjoying it too. Look at that one. He's squirming and worming. He's a squirmy wormy. This is a great time to get your own worms and get your own worm farm started, y'all. I'm telling you. Spring is right around the corner. It's right upon us. I was outside just a second ago looking over my garden, thinking about where I was planting what. Thinking about my potatoes I'm about to get. Oh, that's a big one over there, ain't it? Let's zoom in on that one. Oh, wow. That's a big one. What's the thermometer say? Okay. Looks like the temperature's heated up a little bit. Yesterday it was closer to 56 or 57, I think. Today it's clearly 60 or slightly, it's clearly 60 or above. So it looks like the bin's heating up a little bit, but it warmed up to about 80 degrees or so yesterday. Wasn't it? Or it was at least in the upper 70s. It got nice and warm. Alright, more activity on the lids. There's some nice fat wormies out here. Yeah, y'all, if anybody's interested in getting some red wigglers, we sell them. You can go down in the description of these videos, and there's a link there. You can click on it. It'll take you to our eBay store. And over there, you can pick out a quantity of, I think the lowest quantity I sell is 25. But I sell as many as all the way up to 1,000. And if you need some red wigglers, I can hook you up, y'all. Just going over to the eBay store. We sell worm castings and worm leachate. The worm leachate is the juice that drips out the worm farm, and I collect it in those pans. That stuff's good for making compost teas and diluting it and giving it to your garden as a soil drench. That stuff works. That stuff's great for also inoculating compost piles. I've done that several times. That works pretty good. Look at them all concentrated there in the middle. All them squirmy wormies. How many we got on the lid? Just a few. Not too many. What, 2? 3? Not too many on the lid. Alright. And here's our newest bin. Oh yeah, look at all them wormies down there. Yeah, y'all, if anybody's wondering what that brown feed is on top of the bedding, that's 16% lane crumbles. That's one of the chicken feeds I buy for my chickens. If you're new to the channel, I also have blue laced red wyandottes I take care of every day. I tend to. I'll also take those videos and post on the channel if you're new to the channel and don't know yet. Sorry, that kind of got tongue-tied there for a moment. Here, get in here, get my hands dirty and see what we can see. Look at here, y'all. Ooh, that bed, the worms are cold too. Look at that. What does that look like, y'all? I'll tell you what that looks like.
Forbidden spaghetti.
Give me a thumbs up if you like the forbidden spaghetti, y'all. Which is better? Forbidden
spaghetti.
Or intestines of the earth? Which do you prefer? I think I'm kind of leaning towards
forbidden spaghetti
than any other. You drop it in the comments below. What do y'all think? Look at all those wormies. Lots of babies too, y'all. I got lots of babies. Now make sure if you're gonna buy some red wigglers from us and you intend on going fishing with them, make sure you drop a note in the cart. Attach the note to the order. Let me know you're going fishing, or shoot me a message and let me know that you're going fishing, and I'll make sure to try to dig the fattest, longest, fattest, biggest worms for you for your fishing trip. Otherwise, if you're just getting them to start your own worm farm or composting purposes, I'm still going to give you big worms. I'm not going to give you a bunch of little ones, but I won't necessarily prioritize the biggest, fattest ones if you don't notate that you're going fishing. So that's a nice one right there. Right over there. Ooh, look at this bedding. I just want to get a handful of the bedding. That mushroom compost is starting to get real nice and mature. That's going to make some great fertilizer for the garden, y'all. Oh, that's a big worm. All right, I'll zoom in a little bit. Let's rake back a little bit here and see. Oh, yeah. See, look at there. They're just under the surface, like fish, like a school of fish. And they're eating. They're coming up from the bottom and eating that feed and that bedding. Look at them. Y'all, if you like these videos, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. It helps YouTube and the algorithm sharing with other folks that might be interested in this too. We're trying to grow the channel, y'all. Last I checked, we had 1,413 subscribers. And y'all, I can't even believe so many folks want to come hang out with me and look at my red wiggler worms and watch me hang out with my chickens after I feed them. But you know what? I sure do appreciate each and every one of y'all. Thank you very much. Your time is the most important thing you have, and you chose to spend it with me, and I appreciate that, y'all. I don't take that lightly. No, sir, I don't take that lightly at all. And for the other 85% or so of y'all who view my videos and aren't subscribed, what you waiting on? Man, if you like these videos, go on over there and click on that subscribe button. You can join our journey. It's free, don't cost you nothing, and it sure does help us. I would appreciate it. I sure would appreciate it. Move along, sir. See how this apple's doing. Oh, okay now. Looks like the wormies are starting to attack at this apple a little bit. Now that it's starting to get in that state where they're starting to like it, they're getting at it. They're starting to get at it. Ooh, it's squishy right there. Oh, yeah, look at there. No wormies there. Oh, well, there's a couple right there, just under the surface. Let's see. How far are they under? The worms in this bin, I've noticed. This bin in particular, the worms aren't super concentrated. They're in there. I mean, you can pick it up, but when I pick up a handful, it's mostly bedding with some worms mixed. It's like they're not concentrating, or they're not concentrating in little pockets, or either the population of this bin is just not as high as it is in these ones to the left and right of it. I hadn't figured it out yet. But there's plenty of worms in here, no doubt. There's lots of worms. But it just does not seem they're in the same density as they are in this other bin. Okay. And also, as you see, I'm trying to avoid mixing in the feed back into the bedding, because if you mix that feed into that bedding, it can heat up. And when we get some nice warmer days coming, and ambient temperature is going to be hotter, warmer, I don't want that chicken feed mixed in with that bedding, because if it starts activating and composting and heating up in that bin, it could get pretty uncomfortable for the worms, and they might try to escape and jump out and land on the floor. And if they land on the floor, that concrete floor, it'll dry them out quick and they'll die. So you need to try to avoid that if you got a concrete floor. They won't last long on that concrete floor, I guarantee that. Ooh, look at there. And I'm happy to report one of my packages that was late and kind of lost in the Bermuda Triangle, well, it resurfaced in Tennessee. And I'm happy about that, because it's heading on to Robert over in Pine Knot, Kentucky. Robert, if you're watching the video, brother, I appreciate you hanging in there with us. And I'm sorry about the Postal Service kind of leaving us in limbo there. But looks like we're going to make it through to the end. And the worms will finally arrive. Hopefully everything's fine when they arrive, but if something's wrong with the worms, just let me know, and I'll fully refund them, or send out some more, or we'll refund and try to do another order and try again. But don't worry about that. I always, my worms are 100% guaranteed. If for some reason they get lost in the mail, when they finally arrive, if the worms happen to be DOA, dead on arrival, don't worry, you get a full refund. And that's for everybody listening, and that's not just Robert, obviously. Obviously, it's not just for Robert, but I'm talking to everybody, I guess. All right. Now, the avocados. Enough rambling. Let's see what's going on under these avocados, y'all. It's squishy. It's squishy. It's squishy for sure, y'all. Oh, man. Kind of screwed that back a little bit right there like that. Y'all. Oh, man. That is kind of warm. That's kind of warm right there in the middle. See, underneath, I scooped such a big handful. The underneath is mostly bedding. Look at it. The top couple inches is where all the worms were. See, look. Let me see if I can get them without dropping them all over the place. Most of the worms are concentrated. Let me see if I can pull it back. Like a lasagna, if you can look, like the profile here. Most of them are in about 1 inch or 2 layer here, all the worms. If I scoop in there. See what I'm saying? But if you go any deeper, you get mostly bedding in a handful. But these composting worms, that's what they like to do. They stay near the surface. And that's where they do most of their living, within the first few inches. Now, they will dive and go all the way to the bottom of my bins. I'm not saying they won't, but what I'm saying is they spend the majority of their life in the top few inches of your bin, of your farm. The majority of them. And the majority of the time. Anyways, sorry about that rant. I hope that was helpful to somebody. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was helpful. I don't know. Let's see here. Well, y'all, you already know it. If you've made it this far, I appreciate it. God bless you. And y'all come back now. You hear?